Good day, madam. My name is Hoong, and now I'm going to present my internship case study. I carry out my internship in Sinchanyit Transport Sanjaya Berhad. The company is a one-stop logistics service provider that already operates for more than 32 years in Malaysia. So the company offers various types of logistics service such as container haulage, freight forwarding, transportation, warehousing, and industrial equipment handling. So the company headquarters was located in Seremban, and they have another four branches, one in Pasir Gudang, one in Westport, one in Pride, and one in Kuantan. Currently, the company has more than 750 employees across Malaysia. The company vision is to be one of the Malaysia-based logistics service provider that offer reliable, innovation, and cost-effective logistics solution to customers. They have altogether 8 departments in Sinchanyit Transport, which include warehouse department, operation department, diesel department, insurance and road tax department, building department, account department, payroll department, and workshop department. So for my internship, I has been allocated in account department. So my job responsibility in control the movement of stock in Seremban workshop. So besides that, I also responsible to key in invoice and key in purchase details. So basically, before that, some of the work they are doing manually, but I change it by using Microsoft Excel. So it's easy for us to save all the record and to trace back all the record. So I think this is part of my contribution to the company. Now I will talk about the role of the company and the industry. First, contribute to the growth of supply chain. So as we know, logistics is one of the important elements to form a supply chain. So the growing efficiency in logistics also will contribute to the growth of supply chain. Second, contribute to the Malaysia GDP. So according to the Statistics Department of Malaysia, logistics subsector grew with a CAGR of 5.17% from 2010 to 2050. So it contributes about 3.6% to the Malaysia GDP. So it considered one of the important parts in Malaysia GDP. Third is facilitate international trade. So as logistics company provide transportation facility with high productivity, it makes Malaysia to be one of the logistic hubs that link Malaysia with the world. Okay. Number 4 is industrialization and job creation. And as logistic company help manufacturer become more efficiency, so they become more profitable, and this also bring industrialization and create more job for people. So last is create technology at once. So logistic company that they are transforming their supply chain into digital strategy, which let their customer to track where is their inventory. So it provides a better visibility for manufacturer by using technology. As Sinchanyit Transport continue expanding their business, they have faced some challenge in implementing their business. The first is the fluctuation of economy. Since Malaysia GDP growth have dropped from 5.5% in 2018 to 4.3% in 2019. The drop of nation GDP growth means that they have less business activity in Malaysia. This also means that less logistic activity in Malaysia, and it has been the challenge for Sinchanyit to continue growing their business. So moving forward to 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic have changed people's daily lives. Since Malaysia started MCO in 18 March, although Sinchanyit has been qualified as an essential business, they are allowed to operate their business with the maximum capacity of 50%. So more seriously is our bank negara estimate that our nation GDP growth will be dropped to 0.5% to -2%. So can you imagine a negative GDP? It consider a recession. So it has been a big challenge for Sintrani to growing their business. The second challenge faced by Sintrani is government and environment regulation. In Malaysia, they have many agencies that need to be applied in order to conduct business, and each of the agency may have a different SOP that need to be followed. So it becomes complicated for a company like Sintrani for operating their business. Moreover, logistic company like Sintrani need to invest a large amount of money in order to reduce their emission to fulfill the environmental regulation. So it has become a challenge for the company. The third challenge faced by Sintrani Transport is WMS and TMS system. So as I know, the company is using Maslog IT system for WMS and TMS system. So there's always a problem. Sometimes we cannot log in into the system. Even we log in into the system response time is very slow. So it reduces our efficiency for us to carry out the jobs. So now I will talk about the impact of the challenge towards company. First is the reduce in profit. As I conduct my internship in Sintrani Transport, I know the third largest customer of the company. The first one is a palm oil company, the second one is a chemical company, and the third one is a fast moving consumer goods company. So I think that their business will be affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So since the bank negara already estimate that our economy will be very bad this year, so I think that the profit of Sintrani will also drop in the next few months. The second impact is the inefficient bureaucracy. In Malaysia, they have many departments and agencies that need to be fulfilled. So it's very hard for businessmen and investors to get approval in order to start a business. Sometimes it requires more than 3 years for getting an approval. So it's complicated due to the inefficient bureaucracy. The third impact is poor productivity. Since the Maslog system is quite bad, the system response time is also slow, and there was also an issue that the system is always charged less to customer based on the amount that should be charged due to some error. So we need to spend more time to correct the error, and this reduce our productivity. Okay, now I will talk about my suggestion to the company. First is see problem as an opportunity. Actually, economic condition is something we cannot make change on it. But during economic downturn, it's actually a good time for the company to identify their weakness, so they can come out with a solution to solve their weakness, to come out a better service, to better serve their customer, and in order to maintain their customer loyalty. So besides, the customer can acquire more business and buy a new lorry, because during recession it will be sold in a very cheap price. So furthermore, the Sintrani can also diversify their business into other business, for example property business. So the example that I want to provide is Tiongam Logistics. In 2030, Tiongam Logistics diversified their business into property business. So until now, their property business is already contribute about 20% of the company profit. So it's considered a successful diversification of the business. So I think that Sintrani can also follow their step by diversify their business into property. My second suggestion is getting help and cooperate with agency. I think that Sintrani should fully cooperate with JPJ in order to improve their operating by fulfill all the rule and regulation, so that you will also can reduce the volume of the salmon, so it can save cost. And beside that, Sinchai can also cooperate with Matrix in clarify all the rule and regulation regarding to import and export. And furthermore, Sinchai can also cooperate with SME Bank, SME Cooperation in order to getting loan with a low interest for expanding their business. My third suggestion is build automation system. By develop automated task assignment, so all tasks can be done online. If there was any error, the system automatically tell the person what error is that, and so that the person can make correction on it. The second, the company can also develop a automatic inventory management system, so we can know all the movement of the inventory. We also can know the stock balance of the inventory. Furthermore, based on the report, we also know that which inventory is not active, so we can rearrange it to save space and cost. Moving toward Industry 4.0, data is very important, so I suggested that Sinchai should focus on collecting the data and analyze the data carefully. So by analyze the data, the company will be able to optimum their business performance. In conclusion, Sinchai Transport Sdn Bhd is one of the leading logistics service provider in Malaysia. The company has a significant role in contributing to the growth of supply chain, to the growth of nation GDP, and facilitate international trade. So, although the company have faced some challenge in implementing their business, for example, the economic problem, the government and environmental regulation problem, and the WMS and TMS problem, but I hope that the solution that I provide will be able to help the customer to solve all the problems. In the end, I want to thank Sinchai for giving me this golden opportunity to carry out my internship in the company. I hope that all the knowledge and experience that I learned in the company will be a valuable asset for me in the future, no matter to become a staff or to become an entrepreneur. So last but not least, I want to thank to my supervisor, Mr. Lee, for guiding me to do my job. And I also want to thank to my colleague, Miss Kaur and Miss Shive, for their cooperation and tolerance in helping me to finish my jobs.